Chapter 1. The Empty Aisle. I knew something was wrong. Lucas leaned toward me. She looks like she wants to run. She is nervous, I said. Everyone gets nervous. She has not looked at you once. I forced a smile. Stop trying to ruin my wedding. I am trying to protect you. Serena stopped beside me, but her hands stayed cold. I searched her face for the warmth I had known for 6 years. You look beautiful, I whispered. She looked past me. Daniel, we need to talk. The minister cleared his throat. Perhaps after the vows. No, Serena said. It has to be now. A murmur moved through the chapel. My stomach tightened. Serena, I said, what is happening? She pulled her hand away. I cannot do this. I thought she meant the crowd, the cameras, or the pressure. Then she reached for the ring on her finger. I cannot marry you. My breath caught. You said you loved me this morning. I do love you. Then why are you removing my ring? Love is not enough. Lucas stepped forward. You waited until the altar to decide that? Stay out of this, Serena snapped. I stared at the ring in her palm. Tell me the truth. Her eyes met mine. I am tired, Daniel. I am tired of counting money. I am tired of pretending your little workshop is a future. You have no ambition, no money, and no family name. Each word struck harder than the last. You knew who I was when you agreed to marry me. I thought you would become more. More than the man who loved you. More than a mechanic who still lives above his dead father's shop. The room became quiet. I swallowed. Is there someone else? Serena glanced toward the front row. I followed her eyes and saw Vale sitting in a dark suit. I knew his face from business magazines. Everyone did. He was powerful and worth more money than I could imagine. I looked back at Serena. Him. She lifted her chin. Adrian understands the life I want. Does Adrian know we were supposed to marry today? He knows everything. I laughed once, but there was no humor in it. How long? 3 months. 3 months. While I repaired cars to pay for this wedding, she had been meeting him. You kissed me last night, I said. Tears filled her eyes. I did not want to hurt you. You brought your lover to our wedding. He is not my lover. Not yet, Lucas asked. Serena turned away from us and walked down the steps. Every guest watched her cross the aisle toward Adrian. She held out her hand. I am ready, she told him. Adrian did not move. Her smile weakened. Adrian? He looked at her hand, then at her face. Did you really think I came here for you? Serena froze. What? I never promised to marry you. You said I deserved better. You do not remember the rest? Her lips parted. Adrian stood. I said Daniel deserved better too. My anger cut through my shock. Do not use my name like you know me. He turned toward me. I know more about you than you know about yourself. I have had enough games. So have I. He walked as whispers spread around us. Serena caught his arm. Tell him about us. There is no us. You encouraged me. I gave you chances to tell Daniel the truth. You chose humiliation instead. Her face lost its color. I stepped closer. Why are you here? Adrian studied me for a long moment. To bring you home. This is my home. No, Daniel Mercer was a name created to hide you. Lucas moved beside me. Back away from him. Adrian ignored him. Your real name is Daniel Vale. Someone gasped behind me. I shook my head. That is not funny. You are Helena Vale's first grandson, Julian Vale's only son, and the controlling heir to the Vale Group. Serena dropped my ring. It struck the floor with a sharp metallic sound. I stared at Adrian. You expect me to believe I am part of your family? I brought DNA results, records, and witnesses. My father was Thomas Mercer. He raised you, but he was not your father. I grabbed Adrian's jacket. Do not speak about him. His expression softened. My hands shook, but I could not tell whether anger, grief, or terror caused it inside. Thomas Mercer died protecting the secret of your birth. Chapter 2. The name buried with my father. I released Adrian. You are lying, I said. Daniel, listen to him. Serena pleaded. I turned on her. You lost the right to tell me what to do. I did not know any of this. That does not make what you did disappear. I walked out of the chapel. Lucas caught me. Give me the keys, he said. I can drive. You can barely breathe. I said I can drive. He stood in front of my truck, then hit me, because I am not letting you leave alone. I threw him the keys. We drove to the workshop. The wedding flowers covered the hood of my truck. I tore them off before unlocking the door. Lucas followed me inside. What are you looking for? I do not know. I opened drawers, cabinets, and toolboxes. Dad told me everything in this place had a reason. If Adrian is telling the truth, there must be something here. You call Thomas your dad. He is my dad. A voice came from the doorway. He would have been glad to hear that. A gray-haired man stood outside holding a leather case. Who are you? I asked. Noah Reed. I represent Helena Vale. Leave. I also represented Thomas Mercer. My hand stopped above an open drawer. You knew him? For 26 years. You knew who I was? Yes. I crossed the room and shoved him against the wall. Then you let me bury my father without telling me the truth. Lucas grabbed my shoulder. Daniel. Noah did not resist. Thomas made me swear that I would wait until your identity became public or your life was threatened. My life was threatened. It may be now. He opened the case and placed a sealed envelope on the workbench. My name was written across it in Thomas's handwriting. My knees weakened. When did he write this? 3 weeks before he died. I picked it up but could not break the seal. Lucas said softly, I can leave. No. Stay. I opened the letter. Son, if you are reading this, the truth has found you before I could explain it myself. I stopped. No. I whispered. He knew he was dying. Noah nodded. His heart was failing. I forced myself to continue. My name was Thomas Mercer, but I was once Julian Vale's driver. Julian was your father. He and your mother, Evelyn, died when their car went through a bridge barrier. The world called it an accident. I knew it was not. My hands tightened around the page. They were murdered. Noah answered. That is what Thomas believed. The letter continued. I reached the crash before the police. Your mother was alive. She told me to take you and never return to the estate. Men were searching for you. I changed your name, left the city, and raised you as my son because that was the only way I knew to keep you alive. I lowered the letter. He stole me. He saved you, Lucas said. He lied to me. He loved you too. The words hurt because both could be true. Noah placed a folder beside me. These are the DNA results. Adrian provided a sample, and Helena provided another. Both confirm your identity. I do not care about their tests. Then look at your watch. I touched the silver watch Thomas had given me before his death. The back is damaged, I said. It was made that way to hide the crest. Lucas handed me a screwdriver. I opened the loose cover. Beneath it, AV surrounded by thorns had been carved into the... Noah said, that is the Vale family mark. I read the final lines. Forgive me if you can. Hate me if you must. Nothing about your birth could make me love you more, and nothing you learned should make you believe you were unwanted. My vision blurred. Why did he not trust me with this? Because secrets kept you alive, Noah said. And now Helena Vale is dying. She is asked to see her grandson. I folded the letter. I do not have a grandmother. You have one who has searched for you. Then why did she fail? Noah's face hardened. Because someone made sure she did. Who? I do not know. You expect me to walk into that family blind? No. I expect you to understand the danger. He closed the workshop door. I felt suddenly cold. The person who caused your parents' accident may control the Vale family. Chapter 3. A house that should have been mine. The Vale estate looked more like a place. Lucas parked beside a fountain. I can come inside. No. You sure? No, but I need to do this alone. He squeezed my shoulder. Call me before you punch a billionaire. I already grabbed one by the jacket. Then call before you improve. Noah led me through doors taller than the workshop ceiling. Portraits covered the hall. I stopped beneath one showing a man with hair and eyes. That is Julian, Noah said. My father. Yes. I stared at the face. The shape of his jaw matched mine. So did the scar above his eyebrow. How did he get that scar? A riding accident when he was 12. I touched my own eyebrow. Thomas said mine came from falling against a radiator. Yours did. Similarity is not destiny. A weak voice called from the staircase. Daniel. A woman stood between two nurses. Her hair framed a face. Helena Vale. Noah said. She ignored him and walked toward me. Daniel, let me see you. I stepped back. My name is Daniel Mercer. Pain crossed her face. Of course. You do not get to correct me. I was not trying to. You called me by the name you lost. I called you by the name I gave you. You did not give me anything. Thomas gave me a life. Her eyes filled. And I will thank him. Thank him? He is dead. I know. Where were you when he was dying above a repair shop? She gripped the rail. Searching for you. For 25 years? Yes. And never once found the mechanic using his real name? Thomas disappeared from record connected to our family. Because he was protecting me from someone in this house. Silence answered before she could. A woman in a suit entered the hall. This reunion is already becoming theatrical. Helena stiffened. Celeste. Celeste Vale studied me as if I were an expense. You resemble Julian. I have been told. I am Adrian's mother. I have managed the Vale group since your grandfather died. Congratulations. Her mouth tightened. I understand your anger, but respect is expected here. I have not decided whether I respect anyone here. Footsteps sounded behind her. Adrian entered. I faced him. 3 months. He paused. What? You knew about me for 3 months? Yes. And you said nothing. We needed certainty. You had DNA results. We needed to know who around you could be trusted. I moved closer. So you tested Serena. She approached me at a charity dinner. She told me she was single. You knew she was engaged. I learned the next morning and kept meeting her. I let her speak. You let her believe you wanted her. I told her she deserved the life she chose. She decided what that meant. My fist rose. Adrian did not move. Helena said, Daniel, please. I lowered my hand. You used my wedding to expose her. I planned to reveal your identity privately, Adrian replied. Serena changed the schedule. You could have warned me. Yes. The simple answer made me angrier. Why did you not? Because I wanted to see whether she would confess before hurting you publicly. She did not. So you watched her destroy me. I made the wrong choice. Celeste laughed. Adrian does not usually admit that. I turned toward her. Do you find this amusing? I find emotional decisions dangerous. The company cannot be handed to a stranger because of one document. Helena's cane struck the floor. He is not a stranger. To you, perhaps? To the board, he is a mechanic with no education in management. I college at night, I said. In business, engineering. Useful for engines, not empires. Adrian said, he has the right to learn. Celeste stared at him. You would surrender your future? I said he has a right to learn. Helena reached for my hand. I let her touch my fingers but did not hold hers. Your grandfather's trust gives you 30 days, she said. You may accept your place, reject it, or request a review. And if I walk away? The shares remain frozen. Celeste answered, thousands of employees remain trapped while you decide whether you want to play prince. I never asked for their crown. No, she said. You only arrived wearing it. I looked at Julian's portrait again. I want access to record about my parents. Celeste's expression changed. Helena nodded. You will have it. And Thomas's files. Adrian said, I will arrange them. Celeste walked beside me. Be careful what you search for, she murmured. Is that a threat? It is kindness. Your parents' deaths were not an accident. My pulse jumped. You know who caused it? She leaned closer. The accusation hurt more than Serena's words at the altar. Thomas Mercer did. Chapter 4. The Price of Wearing the Crown. I did not sleep that night. At sunrise, I called the only person I knew who enjoyed proving powerful people wrong. Maya-chan answered on the 4th ring. Daniel, I saw the wedding. Everyone saw it. I was going to call, but I thought you might throw your phone into a river. I nearly did. What do you need? The truth about a car accident from 25 years ago. She became silent. Whose accident? My parents. 2 hours later, Maya sat across from me in the Vale library with 3 laptops and a cup of coffee. You look terrible, she said. I was left at the altar and discovered I had a secret family. How should I look? Richer. I almost smiled. Can you help me? I already started. She turned a screen toward me. Julian and Evelyn Vale died on October 9th. Their car broke through a bridge barrier during heavy rain. That is in the official report. The report is incomplete. How? The evidence list mentions photographs numbered 1 through 42, but the file contains only 38. 4 are missing. So is a witness statement. The index names a truck driver called Samuel Pike. His statement is gone. Can you find him? I can try. More importantly, the brake inspection was signed by a mechanic who disappeared 6 days later. My phone rang. Noah's name appeared. You are expected at the board meeting, he said. I did not agree to join the company. You demanded access to records. Celeste says access requires board approval. Maya closed her laptop. Go. You are coming. I am a journalist. They will remove me. Then wait outside and record anyone who threatens me. She grinned. Now you sound rich. The Vale Group boardroom occupied the top floor of a glass tower. 12 directors watched me enter in the only suit I owned. Celeste gestured toward an empty chair. Mr. Mercer, sit. My surname is convenient again? Until you accept another, yes. A director with red glasses asked. Do you understand why you are here? To watch strangers decide whether I can read about my dead parents. He frowned. This company employs 40,000 people, and none of them caused my parents' car to leave a bridge. Celeste folded her hands. That remains unproven. You told me Thomas caused it. I said the evidence points toward him. What evidence? Records show he serviced the car that morning. My chest tightened. Adrian spoke from across the table. Records also show another mechanic inspected it after Thomas. Celeste looked at him. That detail was never confirmed. It appears in the insurance log. The director beside me scoffed. Even if Daniel has legal standing, he lacks experience. I rebuilt my father's workshop after bankruptcy, I said. I manage staff, suppliers, taxes, and debt. A neighborhood garage is not an international group. No, but broken machines make more sense than this room. They fail for reasons. They do not lie. Adrian hid a smile. Celeste said, I propose limited access under supervision. I want full access. You are in no position to demand it. Adrian raised his hand. I support full access. The room shifted. Celeste's voice hardened. On what basis? On the basis that concealing records from the legal heir creates greater risk than sharing them. I looked at him. Why are you helping me? I am helping the company. The motion passed by 1 vote. Outside, a man waited beside the elevator. Serena's father, Victor Blake, opened his arms as if we were still family. Daniel, we should talk. I have nothing to say to you. Serena made a terrible mistake. She made several. She was under pressure. My company is close to collapse. So she traded me for Adrian. Victor lowered his voice. She needs security. Save my company, and I will bring her back. I stared at him. Bring her back like property? You still love her. You never saw me as family, did you? I saw potential. No. You saw a poor mechanic you could control. His face reddened. Do not become arrogant because someone handed you a name. I had a name before today. I stepped into the elevator. Before I could answer, Victor caught the elevator door. Serena has not eaten since yesterday. That is not my responsibility. She is ashamed. She should be. She can explain. She explained at the altar. His fingers slipped from the door. Money has changed you already. No, I said. Money only changed the way you suddenly speak to me with respect. Maya called before the doors closed. I found the payment. What payment? The missing mechanic received $200,000 after the crash. From whom? An account tied to the Vale estate. My throat tightened. Whose authorization? She paused. Adrian's late father. Chapter 5. She came back too late. Serena arrived at the estate before breakfast. A maid found me in the library and said, Miss Blake refuses to leave. Tell her I am busy. I already did. She said she will wait all day. I closed the file in front of me. Let her wait. 10 minutes later, Serena walked into the library without permission. Her eyes were swollen, and yesterday's perfect makeup was gone. "We need to talk," she said. "No, you need to talk. I need to decide whether listening is worth my time." She flinched. "I deserve that. You deserve worse." "I know. Do you?" She came closer. "Daniel, I loved you. Past tense. I still love you." I laughed. "You announced that love was not enough before choosing another man." I was scared. Of what? Of becoming my mother. She spent her life worried about rent, food, and bills. My father kept promising things would improve, but they never did. "So you decided to become your father instead. What does that mean?" "You treated marriage like a business deal." Her tears returned. "Adrian made me believe he wanted me." "Did he promise you marriage?" "No." "Did he kiss you?" "No." "Did he tell you to leave me?" "No, but he listened. He asked about my dreams. He said I deserved the life I wanted. And you heard what you wanted to hear." I thought he was being careful because of the press. "You thought a billionaire was secretly courting an engaged woman." I know how it sounds. It sounds exactly like what happened. Serena reached for my hand. I moved away. "Please do not look at me like I am a stranger. The woman I knew would not have brought another man to our wedding. I made one terrible choice. You met him for 3 months. That was not one choice. It was a choice every time you lied about working late, every time you hid your phone, and every time you kissed me afterward." She covered her face. "I hated myself, not enough to stop." No. Her honesty hurt more than another excuse. She lowered her hands. "I came because I want to fix this. Would you be here if Adrian had taken your hand?" She opened her mouth, then stopped. "Answer me." "I do not know." "You do." I was confused. "Would you be here if I were still Daniel Mercer?" Silence filled the library. I nodded. "Thank you." "Daniel, wait." "For what? A better lie?" My feelings were real. "So was your betrayal." She began pacing. "My father pressured me. His company was failing. He said marrying you would trap me in debt. Victor offered to return you if I saved his business." Her face changed. "He said that. Like you belonged to him." "I am not defending him." "You copied documents for him." She froze. I stood. "What did you take from my apartment?" "Who told you?" "That answer is enough." "It was before the wedding." "What did you take?" "Your adoption papers. Some letters from Thomas. Old bills and photographs." "Why?" "My father said he wanted to check whether you had hidden debts." "You believed that?" "He said wealthy families sometimes hide children. He thought your adoption might matter." I stared at her. "Victor suspected who I was." "I do not think he knew. He only said something about your watch and an old family mark." Cold moved through me. "Did you copy Thomas's final letter?" "I copied everything in the metal box." "Where are the copies?" "My father took them." "Did he give them to Adrian?" "I do not know." "Celeste?" Her eyes widened. "Why would he know Celeste?" "You tell me." "I cannot or will not. I truly do not know." For one moment, I remembered her laughing in my kitchen, wearing my shirt while pancakes burned. I wanted that woman to be real enough to erase the one standing before me. She whispered, "Give me one chance." I looked at the engagement photograph on my desk. "The man who waited for you at the altar no longer exists." Her shoulders shook. "Do you hate me?" "I wish I did. Hate would be simpler. Then there is still something between us. There is pain. Do not mistake it for hope." She removed the chapel key from her purse and placed it beside the photograph. "I am sorry," she said. After she left, I called Noah. "Bring me Thomas's evidence box." He arrived 20 minutes later. We checked every envelope and photograph. "The final letter is gone," I said. Noah turned pale. "It was here last night." I opened the security system. The camera outside the evidence room showed one visitor entering at 2:13 that morning. My pulse slowed, but the fear inside me sharpened. Celeste Vale. Chapter 6. The Trap Inside the Empire. I never reached Celeste's office. Noah called while I was crossing the estate hall. "Do not speak to anyone. Come to the tower now." What happened? $20 million disappeared from a company reserve account. What does that have to do with me? The receiving account is in your name. I stopped walking. "I do not have a company account." "You do now." The boardroom was already full when I arrived. Celeste stood beside a screen showing transfer records. There he is, she said. Our missing heir. I did not take anything. A director pushed a printed statement toward me. The account was opened with your identification. My identification was stolen before the wedding. Celeste lifted an eyebrow. Convenient. Serena copied my documents. Can she confirm that? Yes. Where is she? I do not know. Then we have only your claim. Noah entered behind me. His face was gray. Celeste changed the screen. The transfer was approved through Mr. Reed's legal access. I turned toward him. Noah, I did not approve it. Your password and security key were used, Celeste said. Noah looked at me. My key disappeared yesterday. A director stood. Call the police. Celeste nodded. I agree. Adrian sat at the far end of the table. I waited for him to speak. He did not. You supported my access, I said. Tell them I had no control over these accounts. Adrian folded his hands. The evidence must be examined. That is all. I will not defend anyone before an investigation. Not even your brother? His eyes remained cold. Especially not family. Something inside me closed. Celeste said, Security will hold Daniel until the police arrive. I backed toward the door. You want me trapped here because you know I can prove this. Running will make you look guilty. Then watch me look guilty. I left through the service stairs and called Maya. Tell me you can trace a bank account. Send me everything. Lucas answered next. Where are you? Being framed for theft. Again, slower. Meet me at the workshop. Maya joined us an hour later. She opened 4 databases while Lucas paced behind her. This receiving account is fake, she said. It passed through 3 shell companies. Can you find the last one? I already did. Blake Industrial Holdings. Victor. Lucas grabbed his keys. Let us visit him. We found Victor in his office stuffing documents into a suitcase. I locked the door. Going somewhere? He dropped a folder. You should not be here. $20 million entered an account under my name, then moved through your company. I know nothing about that. Maya raised her phone. I am recording. Victor's eyes shifted toward the window. Lucas said, It is 12 floors down. Choose the door. Victor sank into his chair. Celeste promised to save my company. In exchange for framing me, she said you were dangerous. She murdered my parents. I did not know that. What did you know? She wanted your documents. Serena copied them. I delivered them. Where is Thomas's letter? Celeste took it. Did you help transfer the money? I opened the shell company. Her people handled the rest. Say clearly that I was not involved. Victor looked at Maya's phone. Daniel was not involved. Sign a statement. I need protection. From Celeste? You have no idea what she can do. I am learning. A crash sounded in the hallway. The lights went out. Lucas opened the door, but the corridor was empty. When emergency power returned, Victor was gone through a private exit. Maya cursed. At least we have the recording. Not enough, I said. That night, I returned to the workshop to search for Thomas's missing letter. Smoke reached me before I saw flames beneath the office door. I ran toward the exit, but burning would crash from the ceiling. Daniel, Lucas shouted outside. I am trapped. Get low. I crawled beneath the smoke. Heat tore my lungs. Lucas smashed a side window and reached through. Take my hand. You will get burned. Take it. I grabbed him. He pulled until the frame cut my shoulder, then dragged me onto the pavement. Sirens rose as the workshop windows burst. Lucas grabbed me. That fire started too fast. You think someone followed me? I know someone did. Maya pointed toward the alley. A sedan left when I arrived. Did you see the driver? No, but I caught the plate. I looked at the flames. This was not a warning. What was it? Lucas asked. An execution. Maya knelt beside me. Can you breathe? I coughed. The watch. What? I opened my fist. Thomas's silver watch had split from the heat. Beneath the broken crest rested a black memory card. Lucas stared at it. Your father hid one more secret, he said. Chapter 7, My Brother's Choice. The memory card survived the fire. Maya inserted it into an old laptop that was not connected to the internet. Lucas locked the workshop office, although half the wall had burned away. A video appeared. Thomas sat in the chair I had repaired for him years ago. His face looked thinner than I remembered. "Daniel," he said through the speakers, "if you found this, I failed to keep the past buried." My throat closed. Lucas whispered, "We can stop." "No. Play it." Thomas looked directly into the camera. Julian discovered that Celeste had moved company money through false charities. He planned to remove her from the board. 3 days later, I heard Celeste order a mechanic to damage Julian's brakes. Maya paused the video. "That is a murder confession from a witness. Keep playing." I tried to warn Julian, but he left before I reached him. I followed the car. After the crash, Evelyn was alive. She gave me Daniel and begged me to run. Celeste's men arrived minutes later. They were not looking for survivors. They were looking for the child. I pressed my fist against my mouth. Thomas continued. Adrian's father, Marcus, knew what Celeste planned. He remained silent because he feared losing her and the company. His silence killed Julian as surely as the broken brakes did. Lucas cursed under his breath. Celeste searched for Daniel for years. I changed our names, moved often, and kept no photographs online. Helena believed Daniel died in the river because Celeste paid an officer to alter the report. The screen flickered. "I am sorry, son. I should have told you sooner. I was afraid the truth would make you return before you were strong enough to survive it." The video ended. I sat without moving. Maya touched my arm. "Daniel. He knew. He protected you. He carried this alone." Lucas said, "You carry it with us now." I copied the video onto 3 drives. Then I called Adrian. "Meet me at the burn workshop." His voice sharpened. "Are you safe? Come alone." He arrived 20 minutes later and stopped when he saw the damage. "My mother did this?" "You tell me." "I have no proof." "I do." I played Thomas's recording. Adrian watched without speaking. When Marcus's name was mentioned, he looked away. "You knew?" I said. "Not all of it." "How much?" "I knew my father had hidden evidence about the crash. I knew my mother paid Victor. I did not know she ordered the sabotage." "You let the board accuse me." "Yes." I grabbed his shirt. "Why?" "Because she trusted me for the first time in months." "That was your plan?" "I needed access to her private office. Defending you would have closed the door. You could have told me. She monitors my calls." "You keep saying that as if betrayal becomes harmless when it has a purpose." "It does not." "I released him." "Did you know about the fire?" "No." "Should I believe you?" "No." "Verify everything." He opened his briefcase and placed folders on the desk. "These are transfers from my mother to Victor. These show the false account was created by her security chief. This photograph shows the same sedan outside the workshop and her estate office." Maya checked the license plate. "It matches." Adrian added another drive. "This contains a recording from her office. She ordered Victor to disappear and told her security chief to destroy Thomas's remaining evidence." Lucas moved toward him. "You had this while Daniel was inside that fire?" "I retrieved it during the fire." "You used him as bait," Lucas said. "I did not know where her men were going." I stared at Adrian. "Why turn against your mother now?" His jaw tightened. "Because my father protected her until guilt destroyed him. I spent my life hating his weakness while repeating it. She is still your mother. And Julian was my uncle. You are my brother." The word felt strange. "I do not trust you," I said. "You should not trust me yet. But I can use your evidence. That is enough. What happens to you if we win?" "I lose my mother. You may lose the company. I lost the family I thought I had. And if we fail, she sends you to prison and calls me a traitor." Lucas crossed his arms. "Comforting plan." Maya closed the laptop. "We need copies outside here." "I sent them to Noah," Adrian said. "Can he be trusted?" Adrian met my eyes. "Tomorrow we'll answer that." My phone rang. Noah spoke before I could greet him. "Celeste has called an emergency board meeting tomorrow morning." "For what?" "To remove you permanently from the family trust." Adrian looked at Thomas's frozen image on the screen. "Then tomorrow," he said, "we remove her first." Chapter 8. The day the truth took the throne. The emergency board meeting began at 9. Celeste sat at the head of the table as if nothing had changed. 2 police officers waited near the door, and every director had a copy of the accusation against me. She pointed toward the empty chair beside Noah. Sit down, Daniel. I prefer standing. Your preference will not matter after today. She touched the screen behind her. Bank records appeared. These documents prove that Daniel Mercer used stolen legal access to transfer $20 million from the Vale Group. They prove someone used my name. Celeste looked toward Noah. Mr. Reed, was your security key used? Yes. Did Daniel have access to your office? Yes. I turned to him. Explain the rest. Noah faced the board. My key was stolen. I believe the transfer was designed to frame Daniel. Celeste smiled. Belief is not evidence. The doors opened. Victor entered with Serena behind him. My chest tightened when I saw her carrying a folder. Celeste said, Miss Blake, did Daniel ever discuss taking money from the Vale family? Serena looked at me. No. Did he keep secret documents concerning his identity? Yes. Did he express anger toward this family? Yes. Celeste turned to the directors. There is your motive. That is not a motive, I said. That is grief. Victor stepped forward. Daniel threatened my company after the wedding. You offered Serena back in exchange for money. That is a lie. Maya's voice came from the doorway. Fortunately, we recorded the truth. Adrian entered beside her. Celeste stood. Security, remove them. The officers did not move. Adrian placed a drive on the table. Before anyone leaves, the board should hear how the account was created. The recording of Victor's confession filled the room. Celeste's face remained calm until Victor admitted delivering my documents to her. She turned on him. You said nothing about a recording. Victor backed away. You said I would be protected. You are a failed businessman who stole company funds. His face changed. No. You ordered everything. The room exploded with voices. Adrian raised his hand. There is more. He displayed the transfers from Celeste's accounts, photographs of her security chief's sedan, and her recorded order to destroy Thomas's evidence. Serena began crying. Celeste pointed at Adrian. I built your future. You build it over bodies, he said. I played Thomas's video. When his face appeared, I forgot the boardroom. I heard only the man who had raised me confessing why he had carried fear for 25 years. When the video ended, Celeste whispered, Thomas was a coward. I moved toward her. He faced you with nothing but an old car and a child to protect. He stole you from your blood. He saved me from it. She looked around the table. Marcus planned the accident. My husband acted without my knowledge. Adrian's voice broke. Do not blame a dead man for your crime. Helena entered with her nurse and held up a sealed document. This is my husband's original will, she said. Daniel receives controlling authority. Adrian becomes his equal operating partner if he protects the family from corruption. Celeste laughed. Daniel is too weak to control this empire. I met her eyes. You confused kindness with weakness because you never understood either one. One director removed his glasses. Mr. Vale, what do you want from us? My name is still Mercer until I decide otherwise. What do you want, Mr. Mercer? The truth entered into the official record. Every stolen dollar returned. Every employee threatened into silence protected. Celeste scoffed. You think moral speeches run companies? No. Honest people do. Adrian looked at me across the table. I support his terms. Another director asked, and leadership? I answered, leadership can wait until justice stops being delayed. For once, nobody in the room laughed at the poor mechanic. The officers approached her. Victor tried to run, but the second officer blocked him. Serena faced the board. I copied Daniel's documents. I betrayed him because I wanted a richer life. He knew nothing about the transfer. The directors voted unanimously to restore my rights and remove Celeste. No one applauded. As the officers led her away, she said, This family will destroy you too. Maybe, I replied, but it will not make me become you. Outside the tower, reporters shouted my new name. Noah told me I was chairman. I felt no victory. Across the street, Serena waited alone, holding the wedding ring she had dropped at the altar. Chapter 9. The Life I Chose. Serena asked me to meet her in the chapel 1 week later. I almost refused, but some endings needed words. The room was empty when I arrived. The flowers had been removed, yet one white ribbon still hung from the altar rail. Serena stood where she had abandoned me. "Thank you for coming," she said. "I have 10 minutes. That is more than I deserve." She opened her hand. My wedding ring rested on her palm. "I found it after everyone left. You should keep it." "I cannot." "Then throw it away." I wanted to return it properly. I looked at the ring, but did not touch it. There was nothing proper about that day. "I know. Why did you ask me here?" "To say the truth without trying to save myself." I waited. She breathed slowly. "I loved you, Daniel, but I loved the life I imagined more. I thought love would become a burden when bills arrived. I thought choosing Adrian would protect me. And now I know I became the person I feared. That realization does not repair us. I did not ask it to." She placed the ring on the altar. "Do you hate me?" "No." Hope moved across her face. I stopped it. "I forgive you because I refuse to carry you inside my anger. Forgiveness is not another chance." Her lips trembled. "There will never be another chance?" "No. Even after everything we shared?" "Everything we shared ended when you chose someone else in front of me. I wish I could return to that morning." "I do not." She stared at me. "That morning broke me," I said, "but it also showed me who stayed when I had nothing. Lucas, Maya, Thomas, even after death. And not me. Not you." She lowered her head. "I am sorry. I believe you. Does that help?" "It helps me leave." I walked out without taking the ring. 6 months later, the workshop reopened as the Thomas Mercer Training Center. I stood beneath a new sign, while Lucas argued with a delivery driver. "You ordered 12 tool cabinets," the driver said. "I ordered 10. You signed for 12. Lucas pointed at me. "The chairman signed." I laughed. "The chairman trusts his manager." "The manager says 2 are going back." A group of students watched us from the entrance. Most had left school early or grown up in foster care. I recognized the fear behind their jokes. I told them, "This place is not charity. You will work, learn, fail, and try again. Nobody here will ask what family name you carry." A boy raised his hand. "What if we break something expensive?" "Then Lucas will shout." "I will shout loudly," Lucas confirmed. The students laughed. Helena attended in a wheelchair. She did not ask me to call her grandmother anymore. She waited for trust instead of demanding it. "You honored Thomas beautifully," she said. "He earned it." "So did you." "I am still deciding what I earned." "Take your time." Adrian arrived late, carrying contracts. I said, "You missed the opening. You moved it earlier." "I sent you the schedule." "You sent me 3 schedules." Lucas called. The billionaire cannot read a calendar. Adrian handed him a folder. "The billionaire approved your expansion budget." Lucas hugged him immediately. "My favorite brother." Adrian looked at me. "He changes loyalty quickly. Money does that to some people." The joke landed between us without pain. Adrian had testified against Celeste and surrendered control of her private holdings. I still checked every promise he made, but he never complained. Maya joined me near the repaired workbench. "Your speech was short," she said. "People came for food. I came for the story." "You always do." She smiled. "Dinner tomorrow? Is that an interview?" "No." For the first time, imagining another beginning did not feel like betrayal. That evening, I sat alone at Thomas's bench. I fitted a new spring inside his silver watch and closed the damaged cover. The Vale crest remained hidden beneath the metal. I wound the crown. The hands moved. I had spent months wondering whether I was Daniel Mercer or Daniel Vale. The watch gave me no answer. Thomas had given me love. My blood had given me a battle. Both histories belonged to me, but neither controlled what came next. The ticking filled the quiet room. I finally understood the difference. I was not reclaiming the life stolen from me. I was finally beginning my own,